Have you ever wondered why your mind refuses to become quiet, even when all you want is a moment of peace? Perhaps you've experienced those nights when your body is exhausted, but your thoughts continue racing endlessly. You lie in bed, staring into the darkness, replaying conversations, worrying about the future, or carrying the weight of problems that seem impossible to solve. Or maybe you've tried meditation before. You sat down with sincere intentions, closed your eyes, and hoped to find inner stillness. Yet within seconds, your mind was flooded with thoughts, memories, fears, plans, and distractions. The harder you tried to stop them, the stronger they became. If this sounds familiar, know that you are not alone. This silent struggle affects millions of people every day. Many are searching for happiness, clarity, and peace, but they are looking in the wrong place. They try to change their circumstances, control other people, or force their minds into silence. Yet the secret they seek has been with them all along. According to the wisdom shared by great spiritual masters like Paramahansa Yogananda, the doorway to inner peace is much closer than most people realize. It is hidden within something so simple, so ordinary, that we often overlook it completely. It is hidden within the breath itself. What if I told you that in just 60 seconds, you could begin calming the mental storm that has followed you for years? What if there was a simple method that could gently slow your thoughts, relax your nervous system, and reconnect you with the peace already present within your soul? This is not a trick, nor is it a complicated spiritual practice requiring years of training. It is a timeless truth that has helped seekers discover a deeper level of awareness for generations. In today's journey, we will uncover the hidden connection between breath and consciousness and explore a powerful 60-second method that can help silence the mind and open the door to a profound inner stillness that has been waiting for you all along. Most people believe that the source of their suffering exists somewhere outside themselves. They think they would finally be at peace if they had more money, a better relationship, a different job, or fewer problems. But if we look deeply, we discover that the real struggle is often happening within. The greatest burden many people carry is not their circumstances, but the constant noise of their own minds. From the moment they wake up until the moment they fall asleep, thoughts continue without pause. The mind jumps from one worry to another, from one memory to the next. Even during moments that should feel peaceful, an invisible tension remains. A father sits with his family but cannot stop thinking about work. A student finishes an important exam but immediately begins worrying about the future. A successful businessperson achieves a lifelong goal only to discover that the inner restlessness remains unchanged. This is the hidden problem. We have become so accustomed to mental noise that we no longer notice how much energy it consumes. We mistake constant thinking for living. Yet beneath all those thoughts is a deep longing for silence, clarity, and peace. The soul longs for rest, but the mind continues its endless conversation. Many people spend years searching for happiness without realizing that their greatest obstacle is not outside them. It is the inability to experience the quiet presence that already exists within. Until we understand this hidden problem, we continue chasing peace in the outer world while overlooking the treasure buried inside ourselves. Why is it so difficult to quiet the mind? Why do thoughts continue even when we desperately want them to stop? Ancient spiritual wisdom teaches that the mind and breath are deeply connected. They move together like two dancers following the same rhythm. Whenever you become afraid, your breathing changes. Whenever you become angry, your breath becomes faster and heavier. When you feel peaceful and safe, your breathing naturally slows. This connection reveals an important truth. The restless mind is often powered by restless energy moving through the body. Modern life constantly stimulates our attention. We are surrounded by notifications, deadlines, responsibilities, and endless information. As a result, our nervous system rarely has an opportunity to relax. The body remains tense, the breath becomes shallow, and the mind continues generating thoughts at a rapid pace. Spiritual teachers have long understood that thoughts are not the root cause of mental agitation. They are only the visible surface. Beneath them is the movement of life force itself. When our energy is scattered outward through worry, fear, desire, and distraction, the mind becomes noisy. When that energy is gently gathered inward, calmness begins to appear naturally. This is why fighting thoughts often fails. The more we resist them, the more attention and energy we give them. Instead of battling the mind, wise seekers learn to work with the breath. By calming the breath, they calm the flow of energy. And as the energy becomes peaceful, the mind gradually follows. Silence is not forced. It emerges naturally when the conditions are right. There's another reason why the mind often feels restless. Each of us carries invisible impressions from the past. These impressions are created by our experiences, emotions, habits, and reactions accumulated over many years. In spiritual traditions, these patterns are often described as karma. Karma is not punishment. It is simply the tendency of old thoughts and actions to leave their mark upon us. Imagine a child who grows up constantly hearing criticism. Even as an adult, that person may continue doubting themselves. Imagine someone who experienced betrayal. Years later, they may still struggle to trust others. The original event may be over, but the inner pattern remains active. These hidden impressions continue influencing our thoughts, emotions, and decisions. They create mental habits that seem automatic. We often believe we are responding to the present moment, when in reality we are reacting to old patterns from the past. This is why certain fears return again and again. This is why some worries feel impossible to escape. The mind keeps repeating familiar pathways. But there is hope. Through awareness, prayer, meditation, and conscious breathing, we begin weakening these old patterns. We stop feeding them with constant attention. Gradually, their grip becomes weaker. What once controlled us loses its power. The breath becomes a bridge between our present awareness and deeper healing. Each conscious breath helps us step out of old karmic cycles and return to the stillness of the present moment. In that stillness, true transformation begins. How can you tell if your mind has become trapped in restlessness? The signs are often subtle at first. Perhaps you find yourself overthinking simple situations. A friend does not reply to a message, and your mind immediately creates negative stories. Perhaps you replay conversations repeatedly, wishing you had spoken differently. Maybe you worry about events that have not even happened yet. Many people carry anxiety from morning until night without realizing how deeply it affects them. They become physically tired, emotionally drained, and spiritually disconnected. Consider the professional who checks emails every few minutes, unable to relax even during family time. Consider the parent who constantly worries about their children despite doing everything possible to support them. Consider the elderly person who spends hours thinking about past regrets that can no longer be changed. These situations may look different on the surface, but they share the same root. The mind has lost contact with the present moment. Instead of experiencing life directly, it becomes trapped in memories of the past and fears of the future. The result is a feeling of constant tension. Even moments of success and happiness feel incomplete because the mind never fully arrives in the present. Recognizing these signs is important because awareness is the first step toward freedom. Once we see the pattern clearly, we can begin changing it. The moment we become conscious of our restlessness, we are already moving toward peace. Healing begins not with force but with gentleness. Many people approach inner peace as if it were another problem to solve. They try harder, struggle more, and become frustrated when immediate results do not appear. But true peace grows through patience and understanding. The simple 60-second breath practice can become a powerful beginning. Sit comfortably and allow your body to relax. Slowly inhale through the nose while counting to 4. Hold the breath softly for 2 counts. Then exhale gently for 6 counts. As you breathe out, imagine releasing tension, fear, and mental noise. Continue this process for 1 minute. During that minute, thoughts may still appear. That is perfectly natural. Do not fight them. Simply return your attention to the breath again and again. Over time, you will notice subtle changes. Your heart rate slows. Your body relaxes. Your mind becomes less reactive. Situations that once triggered stress begin losing their power. You also learn an important spiritual lesson. Peace does not come from controlling everything around you. Peace comes from changing your relationship with what is happening within you. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to practice awareness. Every difficult situation becomes a reminder to return to the breath. Instead of reacting automatically, you begin responding with wisdom. And with each conscious breath, you strengthen your connection to the calm, steady presence that has always existed beneath the noise of the mind. The deepest truth hidden within this practice is that you are far more than your thoughts. Most people spend their lives believing they are the voice inside their heads. They identify with every fear, every worry, every memory, and every emotion. But spiritual awakening begins when we realize that thoughts are not who we are. They are experiences passing through our awareness. The real self remains untouched behind them. Imagine sitting beside a river and watching the water flow. You do not try to stop the river. You simply observe it. Thoughts can be approached in the same way. They come and go, yet something within you remains still. That stillness is your deeper nature. It is the presence that existed before every worry and will remain long after every fear has disappeared. The breath helps us rediscover this truth. Each calm breath turns our attention inward. Each moment of silence reveals a glimpse of the peace that has always been present. Eventually, we understand that inner peace is not something we create. It is something we uncover. Like the sun hidden behind clouds, the soul continues shining even when the mind is restless. The clouds may come and go, but the light remains unchanged. This realization is the beginning of true awakening. You stop searching for peace outside yourself because you discover that it has been within you all along. And in that discovery, a new way of living begins. One guided not by fear and confusion, but by wisdom, stillness, and a quiet joy of the soul. As we come to the end of this journey together, I invite you to pause for a moment and simply notice your breath. Notice that even now, as you listen to these words, your breath continues flowing naturally, carrying within it the quiet wisdom of life itself. Perhaps today you discovered something important. That peace is not found somewhere far away, waiting at the end of a difficult journey. It is already present within you, hidden beneath the noise of thoughts, worries, and distractions. The next time your mind feels overwhelmed, remember this simple truth. You do not need to fight your thoughts. You do not need to force yourself into peace. Simply return to your breath. One conscious breath can change your state of mind. 1 minute of awareness can reconnect you with the stillness of your soul. And when practiced regularly, these small moments can gradually transform the way you experience life. Now I would love to hear from you. As you reflect on this message, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever experienced a moment when conscious breathing helped calm your mind? What part of today's teaching resonated most deeply with your heart? Your experiences may inspire and encourage others on their own spiritual journey. And I have another question for you. What topic would you like me to explore in the next video? Would you like to learn about karma, meditation, spiritual awakening, the law of attraction, inner peace, Paramahansa Yogananda's teachings, Kriya Yoga wisdom, overcoming fear, or understanding the deeper purpose of life? Let me know in the comments. because your suggestions help guide the future of this channel and allow us to grow together as a community of sincere seekers. If this video brought you value, please consider subscribing to the channel and sharing this message with someone who may need a little more peace, clarity, and hope in their life today. Until we meet again, may your heart remain calm, your mind remain peaceful, and your soul continue moving toward the light of higher awareness. Jai Gurudev.